What is up? Welcome in to the Early Edge. I'm your host, Allan Bell. We have a fantastic show lined up for you today. But before we get to Saturday's picks, props, and plays, let's take a look at how we did on Friday here. And what is that? I can't count too well. What is that, 6 and 8? Yeah, I didn't help you here. Look, it is funny. Well, not necessarily funny, but you know what? You have to laugh about it, of how tight betting can be. You take a look. I went 1 and 2 last night. Ronald Acuna, over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Dude has a hit and a run in the first inning. Can't get there. All right. Matt Olson, all he needs one hit. Braves covered the over 3.5. Can't do it. He came up with bases loaded twice. And then Austin Riley, who we all kind of joked about that he wasn't going to get it done, dude gets it done immediately. So it's just funny sometimes of how betting can be. But enough of me yapping, man. Let's bring in the stars of the show here and get this thing going, because as we did last week, you remember, all right? So first off, props, Kins, Amags, good to see you as always. You remember last Saturday, there was I don't think that the team hit a single pick on Friday. Like, it was like horrific, right? And then we came out and just blasted it. I think we went like 7 and 2 or something like that. Kids, you had nailed, I think, 2 WNBA picks, right? And then
when we went preseason too.
Yep, that's what it was. Yeah, absolutely.
The over, yeah. Took Eagles Baltimore over, yeah.
You drilled that too, by the way. Yeah, absolutely nailed it. Like our man Amags. Look, sources tell me, all right, I've got some sources and some scouts here in the young adult baseball league, that somebody went 2 for 5, 2 infield singles, legging them out. Is this true?
Yeah, man. After that second one, my right hammy was, barking a little bit. But yeah, I did leg out 2 singles and got another game tomorrow. So, if you want to look at that hits, runs, RBIs for me, bet the over,
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I was going to send it in, but Props had already got in on the bets for tomorrow night's game, right? He's got you on hits, runs, and RBIs, total bases, you nail. Yeah, absolutely. Now, the last question is this. When you get on base, the same thing that Bryce Harper, Ronald Acuna, when you get on base, do you go and put on the oven mitt for when you're going to steal second?
Hey, you know what? I do not put the oven mitt on, but what I do is I take the gloves and I put them in my hands a lot of times. So, don't want to have those outstretched fingers. That's really what they're wearing it for, to not like jam their fingers and stuff. And it does give you a little extra reach there. So I don't know if you want to.
You do the move where you hold the batting gloves.
Yeah, I'll do that, or I'll just take them off completely and just like kind of have fists. Yeah, I try not to have my fingers out.
Smart play. Speaking of smart play, watching CBS Sports HQ. Now, Sia and myself last night, all night, breaking down live baseball. Today, another all-star crew. Well, I'm not putting myself as an all-star, but Sia was fantastic. Today at 12 p.m. Eastern, you have Emery Hunt, Mike McClure, and PropStarz himself, the lovely man, going to break down Major League Baseball, the NFL. Make sure to pay attention. You can watch it via Paramount Plus app, CBS Sports app, cbssports.com/live. Props, who you guys breaking down today?
I'm fired up, baby. We're going to be taking a look at quite a few baseball games, a couple of double headers. So, yeah, excited to break things down.
I'm excited to watch it, my man. Excited. Okay, now let's get into our marquee matchups for today. Now, we always talk home runs, and we're going to do that. But last night, all right, I put together a couple parlays, and I want you guys to choose which one you like. So I'll read through them here as I put it on the screen. We've got 3 options. They're all 3 legs, okay? So same game parlays here. So the first one, all right, from the Royals-Cubs game. Cody Bellinger, 1+ hit. Bobby Witt Jr., 1+ hit. Royals and Cubs, both teams to score 3 or more runs, pays out +200, okay? Number 2. Coming from the Mets-Cardinals game, Nolan Arenado, 1+ hit. Pete Alonso, 1+ hit. Mets-Cardinals, both teams to score 3+ runs, +230. And finally, Red Sox-Yankees, Garrett Cole, 6 or more strikeouts. Aaron Judge, 1+ hit. Red Sox-Yankees, both teams to score 3+ runs, pays out at +290. So bring this back down. Mags, go first, buddy. Which one do you like?
So I think I got to take the first one there, +200. Look, when you look at the weather in Chicago today, there's a huge boost to hitters, not only for home runs, but earned runs, total runs, all of that. So I think that these pitchers could struggle I like the over 3 runs for both those teams. Bobby Witt's been killing it. We know that Cody Bellinger's been killing it. He's cashed a few times for us, so I'll take the plus 200 there.
Okay, I like it. Kins, which one do you like?
I'm going to go off the book here and go over to Amags Adult League and go with Amags over 1+ hit combined with team total over 3.5. You can get that at plus 300 on your local offshore book. Thank you.
All right, yeah, you know what? Kins does bring up a good question. Mags, what does the team look like run production? Like, compare it to a major league team, right? Are you guys like the Braves? You're putting up 6-7 runs a game. You know, are you a grinded out type team? Like, how we get
Yeah. Much more of a grinded out team trying to just put up runs any way we can. We don't score as much as we should, but I think over these last few games, we might get rolling here. So I don't know about the team total runs. Last night, we put up only 2 runs. But, hey, maybe that means a little bounce back, right? Bounce back.
Absolutely does. You know what? If Kins is buying in and PropStarz, I'm buying it as well. PropStarz, speaking of you, man, which one do you like here?
If you haven't seen the Schenectady Mules play yet, let me tell you, you are in for a real treat, a real offensive explosion. But yeah, in all seriousness, I'm going to go to that same game as well. I'm with Amags here. I do like this spot for both teams to potentially score 3 runs. Amags mentioned it. Witt has been on an absolute tear. Cody Bellinger, maybe the best player offensively over the last couple months as well. So I definitely think that game could feature a lot of offense.
Nice. I'll say this. If anybody's looking at that Yankees one at the bottom there, you could actually take both teams to score 3+ runs. You could drop that down to 2+ runs, and it pays out about 170, right? So not bad there. If you're looking to cut down on the run necessary requirements there on both sides, just something to think about. Yeah, Max.
Just real quick with that Yankees game,
Yep.
I'll be at the game, so I do have to run right after this. But
Nice.
With the Garrett Cole strikeouts, I'm not sure about that one. I think I would actually play his under on strikeouts today.
Okay. That's good to know. No, it's good information, man. Excellent information right there. All right. Speaking of good information, everybody, let's take a quick break and hear from our lovely friends at CBS Sports HQ.
Get breaking news,
Big news coming out of the NFL today.
highlights, and instant reaction.
The largest final round comeback in Ford championship history. We're down to the final 4.
I just want to take time to analyze greatness.
Talk winners and losers with a guy who's already a big winner.
CBS Sports HQ. It's all sports all day long.
Look at Chris Hassel looking sharp there at the end. And PropStarz going to be on there at 12 p.m. Eastern with Emery and Mike McClure. Everyone make sure, pay attention, watch that one. I'll be doing it right there with you. Okay, our next marquee matchup here. Let me bring this up on the screen. Home run props, as we do every day. Let me pull it up, and I will read through them here. All right, so first, Aaron Judge, plus 200. Jordan Alvarez, plus 275. Matt Olson, plus 300. Corey Seager, plus 325. Pete Alonso, plus 400. So drop this back down. All right, let's reverse the order here. PropStarz, you go first. Who are you taking here?
AB, I'm going to pull a buckets here. I'm going to go off the board.
Whoa.
Yeah, I like all. I think these are some fine selections here, but I also like Ryan Mountcastle today of the Baltimore Orioles. You can find him at 5-1 odds, facing lefty Ken Waldachuk. He hits lefties very well. I believe he has 16 home runs coming against left-handed pitchers this season. And then Waldachuk gives up a lot of production to opposing right-handed hitters. So I think this one checks quite a few boxes for me. I'll take a shot at Ryan Mountcastle to hit a home run today of plus 500.
All right. Now, our boy Buckets here went off the board as he normally does yesterday. Chose Jorge Soler, who hit 2 home runs. Buckets is crushing on these, man. It's phenomenal. Kins, who are you looking at here?
I'm going to go with the buckets from a few days ago and pick the guy with the greatest smile on here and go with Corey Seager at plus 325.
Nice. You know what? I like that. I like when Buckets did it. I like it. You did it. Yeah. And it's funny looking at like these like team official photos too of like who smiles, who doesn't. Like Aaron Judge is smiling nice, right? Matt Olson is just super serious right there.
It's like when you get your passport and you're like, some people vibe with the smile, some places don't vibe with the smile. Now you have this like weird inconsistent picture.
It is. No, you're absolutely right. 100%. Max, who are you looking at here, man?
So now that we're talking about these pictures, I mean, look at Alonso's picture here. I wanted to comment on this. They did him dirty with this picture. He looks like he's half asleep.
Well, to be fair, he always does.
And you know what? Maybe he's meditating like he did before the home run derby. So with the home run props today, I got the Braves hat on. I do like Matt Olson. He has been crushing changeups this year. And we're looking at Logan Webb, who throws that changeup almost 60% of the time to lefties. I think Matt Olson can get one on him here today. And actually, it goes a little bit to my pick, foreshadow in just a moment. And then if I can, real quick here, AB, I would like to throw one that's off the board as well, bucket style. I don't know if that's a thing, but bucket style, right? And I'm going to go Kyle Schwarber to hit a home run. Look, there's been a lot of talk about this guy and what he can and can't do this year, but the home run is something he can do. I think he grabs one here today. So that would be my off the board look.
All right, nice. I believe he hit one yesterday. And, it's funny. We were speaking about Schwarber last night on CBS Sports HQ. And, I mean, he's hitting what, 198 or something? Like his batting average is not great, but he's hit, 34 home runs or something like that? It's insane.
His batting average is one of the worst in the league, but he's one of the tops in home runs. And Irving, Jake Irving, who's going to face today, has given up home runs to lefties at a good clip this year. So,
yeah, no, you're right. It's crazy, man. It's just such a weird dichotomy breakdown of that batting average and his home runs and RBIs, going along with that one. All right. Speaking of a fun dichotomy, all right, let's get into our best bets and picks for today. But before we do, all right, our great friends at CBS Sports HQ, where you will see PropStarz at 12 p.m. Eastern. One more message from them.
Driving into the stadium, seeing everybody tailgating, I get that ready to go feeling.
To walk through the fan section over there and see that many people excited about football, so I'm really looking forward to it.
You get away from football for a little bit and then you start missing and you get that itch again.
For me, that first catch is everything. Once I get one catch, I'm in the zone.
Getting back to football.
It's been too long.
We can't wait.
Can't wait.
We can't wait.
We can't wait.
Well, I'll tell you what, I can't wait either. I'm fired up for that one. And if you saw PropStarz on the Early Edge Player Props Future Show, my man was shot out of a cannon. Fired up about that. Everyone make sure to watch. They are in your feeds, both YouTube and wherever you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify. Keep going down the list. We have 3 of them. Winner outrights, player props, and then exotics and team totals. Make sure to check those out there. You know what? Gave you a little early look there at the picks because I wanted everybody to make sure that they knew exactly how we're getting down today. We're not hiding anything. I wanted to make sure that everyone got it because sometimes we do get to where the show could go a little fast and people can't pick up on said picks. So wanted to make sure it was out there in print, and we're going to break them down all right here. So Mags, all right, got one play, buddy. Break it down what you got.
Yeah, AB, I already foreshadowed a little bit. And as you could see with your picks, it seems like you're in agreement. I think that this Braves team is going to get over the 3.5 runs today. I played it on the first 7, and a little bit of the first 7 here is that, look, Camilo Doval has been great for the Giants. And if the Braves are hitting in the bottom of the 9th, I would assume he's pitching against them. So really, you're only losing the 8th inning here, in my opinion. And when you look at that first 7, it's been a good run for us to play that with the Braves at home. So Braves over 3.5 team total in the first 7. I think that they can get Logan Webb here today. And Webb, while he's been good at home, he has an over 4 ERA on the road. And I don't think that Atlanta is a very good spot to go into on the road for him here today. That changeup, like I said, I think it's going to be dismantled by the lefties. So give me the over 3.5 first 7.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, the Braves yesterday, put up 1 run in the first, Acuna, and then put up 2 runs in the second. I mean, obviously, they are the highest scoring team in Major League Baseball in the first inning. It's not even close to anyone else across the league. They're just so good. They get after it quickly. So, yeah, smart play there, man. And, it's weird. We're going to talk more about the Braves in a second. Their run production has dropped down, but it doesn't in the first 3, 5, and 7. So, it's a sharp look right there. All right, Ken, you have 2 plays for us today, one for the WNBA and one from the NFL. Break them down. What do you got?
Yeah, we're all over the place today, but we'll start in the WNBA. The Sparks are in Las Vegas at the Aces. The spread's 17.5. I love the Aces as much as the next guy. I think they're the greatest team in American sports right now. They're absolutely dominant. 18 points is just so many points. They just played the Liberty, which is objectively their only competition in this league. I think they used a lot of their energy there. So it just seems like a little bit of a regression spot. It's giving backdoor cover to me. I think the Sparks have actually been a really great team in the fourth quarter. And the Aces are obviously great, but they're just about average in the fourth quarter because they're blowing everyone out. The Sparks have been great against the spread, covering in their 6 of their last 7 games as underdogs. So I could see a backdoor cover in this fourth quarter. Now we'll move over to preseason week 2. We're going with the Titans minus the 2.5. Look, Kevin O'Connell has made it pretty clear that the preseason really isn't that deep for him and the Vikings. So I think the Vikings will put up a very similar performance to last week, which if you didn't see was not very good at all. Meanwhile, over for the Titans, we have a quarterback battle going off between Will Levis and Willis for that quarterback 2 position, maybe potentially to be the starting quarterback at some point. So these guys are taking this a little more seriously. They're going up against a weak and old Vikings defense. I think this quarterback battle will give them some momentum to cover this spread.
Yeah, that's a nice call. Mike Vrabel's definitely taking a look at the preseason a little bit. I guess not like taking it like super serious like regular season, but of what you just said in regards to the quarterbacks and specifically Malik Willis. I don't know if anyone's states out there do have NFL preseason props available. If you do, take a look at Malik Willis today. I'm just telling you, take a look at Malik Willis. He is going to get every single snap of opportunity that he can. Mike Vrabel is pushing him. He's been speaking positively and highly about him all offseason. That is his guy, at least right now. And that's nothing against Will Levis, but Malik Willis is definitely getting as many looks as possible to see what they have. All right, I have 3 plays here, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave this well, I'll tell you what, I'll drop that down. All right, so yesterday with the Braves, we spoke about it earlier in regards to their run production. You know, and it's props can be so tight. We were 1 at bat away from 2 of them hitting, but we still got Austin Riley. So I want you to understand and take a look at what I'm doing here, and you're going to see 2 plays kind of same game parlay together. You're going to say, Allan, what are you doing, right? Run production is down 65% over their last 3 games comparatively to their last 7. Look at the bets. I'm taking the risks down in regards to not having to play over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. It's just so difficult right now to get it. So first, quit yapping here. Matt Olson. All right, over 1.5 total bases and both teams to score 2+ runs. Okay, we spoke about Logan Webb. Look, the Giants are going to score today. Yes, Mags broke it down in regards to the Giants on the road. I believe they've lost, 10 of their last 11 on the road. Logan Webb was actually the last starting pitcher to win on the road, and I believe that was 11 games ago. However, the Braves are going to give up runs today. It just depends on how many they're going to score. I think both teams are going to do it, and yes, Mags, I agree. I think Matt Olson is going yard today, but we'll keep it down, keep the risk low. All right, over 1.5 total bases to get this job done with 1 swing of the bat. Second, Ronald Acuna, 1 hit, both teams to score 3+ runs. Again, all right, both teams are going to score in this game. I know that we saw the Giants get blanked. They had opportunities last night, but Spencer Strider was on his game. It is not going to be the same today on the mound for Atlanta against San Francisco. So I'm going to take Acuna here. All we need is 1+ hit. 1. He got 1 hit, job done. First inning, leadoff hitter. Last night, he's going to get opportunities here. We're going to take that one. Third, Austin Riley, 1+ hit. Both teams to score at 3+ runs as well at +105. Again, we're getting another play at plus money here. Matt Olson play was +150. This one's 105. Still, I like Austin Riley here. He is due. Matt Olson is due. Both of these guys specifically. Matt Olson especially is due at the plate today. But Austin Riley is as well here. He's not been too fantastically good of what he normally is. I think he's going to come out of his shell a little bit today and get us there. Lastly, guys, and I'm going to pull it down here for you. The best soccer player in the world is in Nashville today. All right. So is Lionel Messi. I was making a little Hani Mukhtar Nashville SC joke right there. No, but it is the Ligas Cup final. All right. Inter Miami against Nashville SC. Lionel Messi joined Inter Miami and has just been on an absolute tear going through it. But he's got to come to the big house here. You know what? Here's how we're going to play it. All right. Nashville SC, Inter Miami, both teams to score, and Lionel Messi, anytime goal scorer, -115. Legitimately Yes, he's scored every game that he's been here since joining Inter Miami. I think one game he had 3 goals here. Buckets was all over this play in regards to Messi scoring. So I'm going to ride him on that, but I'm also going to add both teams to score here. I didn't want to play any team totals. Inter Miami sits at over 1.5. So does Nashville SC. Too much for me. I'll just play both of them to get at least one. Messi to go minus 115. Okay. Oof. PropStarz, my boy. Spoke way too long. You know what? Because we're all here for you, man. Bases are loaded. Clean us up, bro. What you got?
All right, AB. I'm going to take a shot at the Baltimore Orioles money line. Pretty juicy here, but I really like this spot for them, even at minus 175. Odds makers just continue to undersell this Orioles team. Best record in the American League, facing the worst team in baseball by a significant margin, in my estimation. We saw last night. Orioles took care of business 9-4. I like the matchup today. Got 2 lefties facing off against each other. Former Athletics pitcher Cole Irvin on the mound for Baltimore. Been somewhat shaky, but I like this spot for him facing his old team, who are 28th in OPS against opposing Southpaws. He actually has great historical splits pitching at the Coliseum in Oakland as well. So very familiar stadium to him where he's had a lot of success. The Orioles are going to face Ken Waldichuk, ERA over 6 this season. Been one of the worst starters in baseball. I expect Baltimore to score plenty of runs, provide Cole Irvin with plenty of run support as well. Easily pick up this win. So yeah, we'll take a shot at Baltimore's money line.
I like it, my boy. I like it. Now, before we get to the recap here, okay? Props, break down what you have coming or that you've put up so far on sportsline.com in regards to your articles. I know you're putting a ton out and you have so much more coming. Inform us, man. What do we need to go to sportsline.com and check out?
Yeah, if you're a Sportsline subscriber, I have put out a minimum of 1 pick for every single NFL team, including a lengthy analysis, everything from long shots, rare markets, new markets that are appearing on FanDuel, DraftKings, awards, just season-long player props. I'm going to have more and more as well. So definitely, if you're a Sportsline subscriber, you can find just a plethora of futures content from yours truly with a lot more to come.
Yeah, you know what, dude? I can't wait to check that out. And you're right about sportsbooks and the new markets that have emerged. DraftKings, I've noticed they have a ton of cool new features. Like you could bet on colleges versus NFL teams. And what I mean by it, I'm here in Nashville. You could bet who gets more wins this year, the Titans or the Vols. And the Vols are minus 220. The Titans play 17 games, right? It's like they're not going to be that bad. But like I just say it for, there are so many new ways to bet. It's fantastic. And I'll tell you what, if you want to get 60% off, all right here on a quarterly plan, 3 months, use promo code COACH. Look how sharp Coach looks right there. You can scan that QR code or head to sportsline.com/join and use promo code COACH for 60% off a 3-month subscription. All right, let's get to the recap screen here. PropStarz is on the Orioles money line minus 175. Kansas is on the Sparks plus 17.5 at minus 110. And the Titans today against the Vikings minus 2.5 the spread at minus 115. Amags is on the Braves. First 7 innings, team total over 3.5. Price at minus 105. And 4 plays from me. Matt Olson over 1.5 total bases. And both teams to score 2+ runs plus 150. Ronald Acuna 1+ hit. And both teams to score 3+ runs at minus 110. Austin Riley 1+ hit, and both teams to score 3+ runs at plus 105. And then going to the Leagues Cup final tonight, Nashville SC, Inter Miami, both teams to score a goal, and Lionel Messi, anytime goal scorer, minus 115. All right. That's all the time we have for today. Anybody have anything fun that they're doing? Saturday, Sunday? Anybody? Max, well, we know you got a big game tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Kansas she just put a card note on it. So yeah.
We got the game tomorrow, but I'm going to the Yankee game today, and so I think the Garrett Cole matchup. The last time I was in the building, he did not do me right on the props, so I didn't bet any props today. But at least I'll give you the little lean that I think he goes under the strikeouts.
Okay, all right, there we go. All right, Kens props. Anything?
I got my first boat day in Miami today.
Nice.
Week 3 in Fort Lauderdale. We're making the right friends.
Yeah, you absolutely are. Well done on that one. Props.
Thank you.
I'll be working on NFL futures, catching some preseason action as well. I also appeared on the Pick Six podcast a few days ago, broke down week 2, all the different betting angles that I'm looking at. I'll be appearing again next week ahead of week 3 as well. So definitely check out the Pick Six podcast on YouTube if you have never seen it. It's awesome.
It is awesome. They're fantastic. And make sure to check out Props again, 12 p.m. Eastern on CBS Sports HQ, Paramount Plus app, CBS Sports app, or CBSSports.com/live. And you can do that. Buddy, I'll be there 100%. All right. That's all the damage we can do for today. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We will be live Sunday morning, normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern. But until then, everyone, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks.